Oh, hi. Hello. Do you know what day it is? The day this episode comes out, it's New Year's Day, bitch. I hope you are all celebrating being just as evil and horrendous as you were last year. Maybe a little more. I know I've gotten worse. So that's fine. We survived Christmas. Christmas was fun. Some of you know I decided this year everyone's getting a hug this Christmas because I didn't want to spend money. But also, plot twist, nobody got a hug because I didn't see anybody, and it was even better. Love that. It was great. I saw Aquaman in the movie theater on Christmas Day because I thought, what are you gonna do on Christmas Day? You go to the movies, and surprisingly, Carl's Jr. was open, so I went there, and then made my stomach hurt, and then I didn't want to bottom because that was possibly on the list of Christmas gifts for me. And it didn't happen, but you know what? I had the breakfast burger from Carl's Jr. and it was wonderful. Just don't do it if you think you may be the receptive partner. It's going to be like the Panera lemonade. It's going to kill you. But you know what? Aquaman was fierce. DC's been having their fair share of trouble and drama, as is Marvel. But you know what? You put that man in any sort of tight jumpsuit, I'm sat. Bitch, I'm sat. I'm buying the ticket. I'm buying the little fruit snacks that they sell up front. I'm there. So Christmas was good. I hope all of you guys had a wonderful Christmas. And as of the day of this recording, this episode comes out on January 1st? January 1st, 2024. A new beginning. If you go to the gym, I'll pray for you. I'm dreading this whole month. The whole month of January is going to be so bad. But don't worry, everybody will give up by Valentine's Day. They'll be fine. They'll be like, oh, I give up. I don't want to work out anymore. Just let the diabetes take me. Which, I mean, same. But hang in there, gym people. We got this. We'll survive. And just chill, okay? It's not that serious. The New Year's not that serious. But you know what is very serious? My guest this week. Because I'm here with Salem Vee.
Hello, it's me, Salem Vee. I'm here. I'm here. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to be
Oh
here.
gosh.
Thank you for
Thanks.
having me.
Thank you for doing it. You know, some people say no. And I get
Really?
it. Yeah.
They're like, I just can't take an hour out of my day. Sorry.
Well, I think a lot of it is I don't want to sit here and talk to you for an hour, bitch. Because they know me and they're like, you're fucking messy. And I am.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I'm
Hey,
the villain always. And I've embraced my role in
listen,
society as that.
I think everybody needs a little bit of mess in their life.
Yeah. Keep shit interesting, you know?
Otherwise, you get the Jan edit,
Face crack. What was the face that she did? Was it this?
Just angry bitch.
Just
Eyes
mad.
piercing. She had in the blue contacts right
Oh. Ooh. Do you wear
chill.
contacts? That scares me.
When I'm in drag, I do. I have like I not sponsored. I get all my contacts from Pinky Paradise because they're prescription. This
Oh.
diva has very bad astigmatism. But, it helps. As long as I can see the dollar in front of me, it's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Wow, that is wild. I
Mhm.
I'm s- I bought a pair a while ago, but they were like from Santee Alley, so maybe those aren't trustworthy. But I
Right.
was always too scared to like stick it in.
I've been wearing contacts, like vision contacts, since I was in the third grade. So like my eyes are numb by now.
Third grade.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. So you were fully just a little goober, just can't even reach the counter, just putting your finger
Oh,
in your eye.
fully had a mental breakdown as a little wee toddler, and I was like, I just can't get them in my eyes. They're too small. My eyes are too small.
Oh.
But just being a little bitch about it.
Yeah, that's what I say to all the toddlers that I know. I'm like, stop being such a little bitch.
Honestly, like
Chill.
you ran out of soda, stop being a little bitch.
Yeah.
You didn't get what you wanted on Christmas? Stop being a little
Get a
bitch.
fucking job. How about
For real.
that?
Get a job and then you can get what you want.
Yeah. I always think of the meme from Top Chef Junior where the kid's like, I have to restart my mashed potatoes.
And just
You know that video where he's got the Karen haircut?
yes. Oh my God. I didn't even think about the haircut,
Oh, the haircut is child abuse.
because they didn't get that haircut willingly. That's for
No.
sure.
The mother took that child to Supercuts and she said, "This child has ruined my life. Here's a picture of Kate Gosselin. Do whatever you want."
The mother took that child to Supercuts when they were having an end of year sale.
It's so bad. It's rough. And the haircut was only half off because she just cut the back and left the front.
Oh, the undercut. As
Oh
long as the
god.
bang is still intact, bitch.
You know what? I'm not even going to make fun of a child for having just a bang and nothing else because that was me in high school when I was going through that phase that we all went through.
No, it's shaved head and then just the bang in the front.
Oh, it was buzz and then just long bangs, but I would straighten them every day, so it would be like this. Hold on, I'm gonna
My God. Were
demonstrate.
they fried? Were they crispy?
Oh, absolutely. Burnt.
Bitch. The amount of wigs I saw in high school that were burnt to a crisp.
Oh my gosh. I
It was
just like,
awful,
ugh.
but it was everything.
What year did you graduate high school? Are you younger? I feel like you're younger than me. I'm scared.
I graduated in 2015.
Jesus.
I'm a little
She's a
baby.
little baby. You're not even 30 yet. I graduated in 2011.
Period, bitch. I know.
Work.
I'm creeping up to the good old age. I'm ready. I'm ready to be an elder, if you will.
It's great. Yeah, the back pain's great. Your knees don't work the same. Your skin elasticity, you feel it start to go. Not me, but it's what I hear. So
Yeah, yeah. Word of the street, honestly.
all the
My I
girls
have
are
a
talking
friend.
about it.
Yeah, I have a friend. She is like 35, but it's so crazy. She looks like she is still 16 years old.
Girl, did
Like,
Joey J pay you to say that?
no, she did not. But Joey, you look 16, bitch.
16 miles over the speed limit, honey.
Girl, for real.
She called me a slur at DragCon. I'm gonna say it. I'll say it
What did
right
she call
now.
you?
She called me the F slur. It's really, it's like a moment that it's like a core
Well,
memory for me.
well, she's gay, so she can say it.
Yeah,
Nobody else can.
first openly gay. Yeah, that was, and it's on the video. You guys can all, if you anybody listening wants to go see it, I kept it in the video. It's really funny.
Did you bleep it?
Yeah,
For monetization reasons, huh?
yeah, I did. Yeah, even though there's no more monetization on Instagram, I still bleeped it. But I zoomed in on her face so you can see like her mouth. You can read her lips. You know what she's saying.
Yeah. Yep. She wasn't wearing wigs at that time. She's actually wearing wigs again. Well, wearing wigs, period. I shouldn't say again.
Yes, she has that. Okay, I've been meaning to ask her, but I hate being that girl who asks. She has that ponytail she's been wearing, that 613
Yes, I
pony.
see it all the time.
Yeah, she wears it all the time, and it's so flawless. And I want to know who did it for her.
You know what's so funny? I don't know who somebody did the base wig and she bought the ponytail somewhere because last Friday she was like, "Girl, I just washed this ponytail and it's not
Oh,
sitting right." And I was like, "Well,
oh, call the police.
honestly though, if I had that pony, I'd keep it on my head, wash it like it was my real hair."
Yeah, I'd
You,
be in the shower like,
I've always wanted to do that. Just feel my puss,
yes.
just let me throw some conditioner in the ends.
But the wig is synthetic, so you have to bring your laundry detergent into the shower with you.
Laundry detergent, fabric softener. Yeah,
Mmm.
gotta keep it right.
Girl, the good old trick where you take the fabric softener and water and you spray the wig with it. That's like a stunning.
It's like perfume and conditioner in one, for
It's
sure.
great. It revives the curl pattern. It gives shine and luster to the wig.
And,
It's great.
and if you stink, it covers it all up.
It helps. Not
Yeah.
it does. It's not enough for everybody, but some people need to be told they need more.
Listen, just keep your arms down and whip the hair. All those smells of detergent.
It's such a frequent topic of conversation on my podcast about how
Stop.
terrible drag queens smell.
Oh, no. Okay. So, speaking of terribly smelling drag queens, I've been going through something lately. I'm like, I don't know what it is, if it's because I'm creeping up on 30, but I'm going through like a second puberty and I've never smelled my armpits the way they smell before. And I'm like panicking. I'm like, the deodorant's not deodoranting, the perfume's
Oh,
not perfuming, and I'm just smelling
but
like a
you're
big old man.
fuming.
I'm just smelling like a big old man throughout these shows.
Well, some people are into that, you know.
Some people are. And you know what? I've noticed I've been getting a lot more tips from very handsome gentlemen. So
Mmm, the flavor.
they're catching a whiff.
Oh, the flavor.
Baby,
I feel
mwah.
like I wash my tights every other gig, and I I definitely bring like an Old Spice man strong deodorant with me, and I put it on every time I change outfits.
Period.
And the perfume just all over my arms, my neck, my hair, like everywhere. Because you never
You know
know.
what I've recently discovered? Shopping at Bath and Body Works, they have really cheap perfumes, and it's because they're alcohol based. And did
Mm.
you know that their perfumes, because the alcohol's in it, it like kills germs too. So like you're
Oh yeah.
canceling out the bacteria as you're smelling good.
Yeah, and if you have an alcohol problem, you can just drink it between numbers.
That too. Nothing like warm vanilla to get you right for the second number.
Mm. Mm.
Mm,
Wow.
just
Wait,
in
I
time
have
for
to. Did you say just in time for not Christmas?
yeah, bitch.
Fuck Christmas. I'm done. I'm sick of her. She's
No,
over.
I was like so mad that I had to get gifts. I'm like, I know I'm a part of this family, but I'm just a little kid inside of this body. Like, I need presents too. I need gifts too.
You know, this year I was like, my siblings keep having kids. They live on the other side of the country. I knew I wasn't going to be flying out to see them because I just didn't want to spend that kind of money. It was just too much. So I was just like, you know what? I don't want anything. I'm not giving you anything. I'm not going to go there. I just want to be left alone.
You
And it
said
was
there will
great.
be no take because there will be no give. So I don't need
Exactly.
that. No, I feel that. Having straight siblings, they just keep on popping them bitches out.
It's
And
too much.
it's just another present every year for the birthdays too and the Christmas.
Oh God, no more. I don't even like. I can't even keep up with all the kids and their names, and like, it's just too much.
Mhm. Like I'm trying to buy a new lace front, not get like a Lego set for
Yeah,
just
girl.
just for my nieces to choke on the Lego pieces. Like I could
Mm-mm.
have been gagging the children at the show with the new human unit,
And now
but
she's over there gagging on a Lego piece.
yup, it's
Little
just unfortunate.
bitch. I
Oh my
mean,
God.
I need a human hair unit. I haven't treated myself to a human hair wig in such a long time, and I want one.
Listen, now I'm gonna be throw caution to the wind. I don't want to jinx it, but there
Oh,
are some Amazon wigs that are like $80. And listen, they're $80 and you can only expect what you can get with $80 for a human unit. But baby, I be treating my shit good. Throw some conditioner in that. It's fine. They may smell a little chemically.
yeah, they're fine.
I'll send you the link later.
I love. I haven't purchased an Amazon human hair wig in so long, but the times that I have, it they're great. You just buy the wig, you buy a
Mhm.
bundle, sew it in, and then you all of a sudden you have like a fierce wig.
Oh, yeah. No. And okay. Now I know the girls are hustling, they're grinding. The hairstresses are making the wigs for thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Who has thousands of dollars? I don't have thousands of dollars.
I don't. I used to do all of my own hair, and then recently I started having people like make things for me. So I have like a couple
Mhm.
things that are not made by me, but majority of the hair I've done myself.
Oh, yeah, no. I strongly believe you could look like shit in drag, but as long as your hair is tea, you can get away
Yeah.
with it.
I feel the same way. You could go to Forever 21 and buy a leotard and put on a
Mhm.
pump, and you have a fierce, beautifully laid and coiffed hairpiece. You're gonna look like you know what you're doing.
Everything else looks like money. Because if
Yeah,
it looks like it's growing out of your head, who's to say those shoes aren't $1,000 as well?
you know. And now that it's this time of year, I go to Forever and I'm like, look at all these sparkly, beautiful four-way stretch things for
Mhm.
like $5, $10. The girls need to come here.
Oh, for real. Were you up in the gig when Forever 21 was going like their branches were like going out of business? Like the
Yes.
physical location? Bitch. They had everything. It was like I went to a two-level one, and everything on that second level was $5. Didn't matter what it was. It could have been a gown, overalls, a t-shirt, $5.
I remember that. I got a bunch of stuff during that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. You cut it up. I used to get little dresses and I would just cut the hem like all crazy and then rhinestone it and put ostrich feathers all over it and then bam, outfit.
Drag, mama.
Done. Girl, when Topshop got shut down and bought out, I went to the store with
Mm,
a pocket full of cash and I was like, I need every dress you have in the biggest sizes you have because
in every color.
man,
No.
yeah.
Oh my God. So speaking of being a big old man, I
Uh-oh.
am a size 12 in heels, and it's great.
Damn.
Yeah. What shoe size are you?
This is a topic of contention and I don't want you to be alarmed, but I am a women's 8.5.
You're lying.
I swear,
You
I have
have
the
to be.
tiniest foot.
So you could go into a fucking Route 21
Mm-hmm.
and just get whatever shoe you wanted.
Yeah, I go to Nordstrom Rack and I get the cute little Sam Edelman heels, little pump.
Oh my, that's so crazy. I wish. I have to search high and low for just a basic shoe. If I want something cunty, it's about to be like a 3 incher.
Oh, honey, cunt is out of the question.
When your foot is this big, cunt is out of the question for real. You can only serve what you can at that point.
Wait, but like, you have such a big foot. I saw you at DragCon. I don't remember. I don't know you as being very tall.
That's the thing. I so when I'm in drag, I like to wear as tall of a heel as I can as possible, if I can find a really tall heel, because it makes my big foot
Girl.
just look like it's part of my leg.
That's the gag because I'm such a small person in general that when I get into drag and I'm wearing the tiny, like the highest heels, the
Mhm.
biggest hair, I'm still the tiniest person. I become average height.
You just blend in with the rest of the crowd at that point.
I really do. It's kind of wild.
There's a picture of me next to, I'm in a pageant and I just
Ooh.
lost. So I'm
Oh, okay.
looking sad. Yeah. I'm looking sad. And everyone is just towering above me. And it's the funniest picture ever because everyone's like a good head or two taller than me and
Aw.
just short and stout with a frown on my face.
Oh my god. I just got a group photo of me and a bunch of people at the gig I did the other day, and
uh,
w- like
literally,
a civilian.
everyone's in flats, their most comfortable shoe,
I'm in tall platform chunky boots.
and your hair is adding a good 2 inches or three with
Yeah,
the ponytail, and you're barely the same height as everyone.
literally.
God,
Like what the fuck?
sometimes
Insane.
we just have to be blessed that we're as petite as we are?
Also, this man right here,
Yes, this man.
girl,
Did you get some?
a very interesting story. Should I tell? I don't
I
think he's
love
gonna listen to
stories.
this. Basically, he and I arrived to the gig first, and I was
Mhm.
like, the producer of the event introduced me to him, and he's like, "Oh, this is our go-go boy," and I was like, "I'm very familiar with his work," and we were alone in the dressing room with the door shut, and just this man was like, "Oh wow, yes," like just flirting, and
Mhm.
girl,
Oogling and ogling.
it took everything in me not to go full gawk gawk 3,000 on that
He said,
man.
I'm about to take this wig off, take this corset off, and suck some dick.
The gag is after the show, he because I was like, it was so hot and sweaty. I was just standing there in my tuck it up. You know the tuck
Oh,
it ups.
girl, a good old tuck it up. Yes.
Yes. So I'm like only wearing a tuck it up and my
Very
face,
presentable.
no wig. I was standing in front of the fan, and he walked in and was just like, oh, and I'm just like, oh, but I still had my face on, and
Huh?
the way this man was like, hey, while I had my face on, I was just like,
So,
this has never happened to me before, and I'm really into this.
oh my God, I would be so gagged. Literally, you stumbled in, you were in the right place at the right time,
I
doing the
really
right thing.
was.
And sweaty in front of a fan, bitch, he caught all that smell too. He said,
Mm, mm, yes. Which I mean, I don't know. Maybe he has astigmatism too, and he couldn't see what was going on. I don't know. I don't
he's like,
know.
she's just wearing a lash. I think
Yeah.
I I can get down with it.
Yeah, I was just like, oh wait, let me like get my face off really quick so I can look like a person. But
Period. Have you ever gotten down and busy in Geesh?
no, never.
Okay.
Have you?
One time.
What
And
happened?
bitch, let me tell you, I couldn't do what I wanted to do because I was like, well, I'm gonna go back into that bar, and I can't go back in with no top lip and no nose. So it was like
Oh, I'm doing the math. Okay, yeah.
it's like what is it? It's like a King of the Hill when what was it when Peggy was eating a burger to not fuck up her lipstick.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of like that. I was kind of doing yeah, like not the tea, but bitch, right after the mug was right, he was satisfied, and I had a ball of a night.
So was it like a random patron or somebody who worked there that you knew?
What? So it was this like guy. He was like, he was. I was. This was like four, no, like 5 years ago. Oh my God, I was so young. But he was risen me up, and he was like, yeah, I'm a chef, but I cook with THC.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, bitch, you got me. You got me hooked. I was like, tell me more about this THC food.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
one thing led to another, and I was just so hungry. I needed a snack.
And all that was there was hot dogs. So I guess that's what we're doing.
So I
I
pretended
don't
those hot
know.
dogs were the New York Knicks, baby.
Girl, my situation was very like uh that oh God, I'm trying not to like air this man's long because we just met and I like him. He's cool, but like okay, so
Code names.
so um I was just, standing there in my thing, my little tuck it up,
Yes.
and there was someone had been fluffed,
Ooh.
and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And it sort of like poked me
A
back, and I
po-
was just like, well, I'm a woman of professionalism, and I was the host that night, so like I couldn't just like, I couldn't get caught sucking
you,
dick at the
you couldn't
gig.
miss your cues.
Yeah. So it's like I was just like, put a pin in it,
Uh-huh. You
and when the
said
time is right, yeah,
we're gonna put a pause on this. We're doing business right now. That's always the tricky thing when somebody cute comes up to you and you're trying to be a businesswoman.
yeah, I would have gobbled that thing up had we been anywhere else.
I said, if I was not fucking clocked in right now,
It
it'd
was
be over.
like the end of the night, everybody was gone besides like a handful of people, and I was just like, it would be so easy to just like go,
Mhm.
But also
All
there's
it
less
takes,
people, so
all it
they'll
takes is a
notice.
handful of people.
There could
Knock on
be,
the door and walk in.
there could be 99 people in a room, and one person has a boner,
Yeah. Yeah, that is
you
true
know,
if you think about
and that's the one person who's gonna notice you and believe in you, and that
it.
was
And
him.
and I'll and I'll take it.
Yeah, honestly, so fun. So
Oh,
I have lots of questions about
yes.
Dragon Arizona.
Dragon, Arizona. I have lots of
Yes.
answers.
Good. I don't care if every one of them is I don't know. But okay, first of all, you started in Arizona, correct?
Yes, I started and I'm based here, so it's all I know.
Work. I mean, that's me. I'm like I started in LA and I'm still here, so that's good.
And I'm as long as I'm still here, it means I'm not fucking anything up. So
Yeah, you can't move once you get established because you got to start all over again.
you could be like one of these other girls that's like, okay, I'm gonna get a little messy.
Do it.
There's this diva. I know her. I'm not gonna say her name, but everybody in Phoenix, if I call her the stunt queen, everyone will know who she is. But she pretty much goes from town to town and like scams people,
Oh.
but like claims to be the tea. And it's so crazy.
She was not the tea, honey. She's lukewarm water.
She was not the tea, but she gaslit everyone into thinking she was the tea. And she was like, oh, my drag, I had to leave it back home. I just couldn't take it with me.
Hmm.
But hey,
And she's in Arizona right now?
girl, I don't know where the fuck she is. We ran her out of town like 2 years ago.
You know, there was a girl here in LA who I was not performing in the show. I was at the show watching,
Yeah.
and it was at. Ooh, I almost said it. You know, I don't give a fuck. It was at Mickey's. I don't give a shit. What are you gonna do, bitch? What are any of you bitches gonna do to me,
You know what? That's promotion right there.
bitch? I'm producing this shit. Who's gonna cut me off anyway? Fuck. So this, I was at Mickey's watching the show, and she was cast in the show, and I had heard because you know, we all know each other. We all talk that like during the show, the person who was show running came up to my table that we were sitting, and she's like, "Girl," they said, "so and so, we just caught her stealing tips from the other girls backstage."
Gag, gag, gag.
And gag of the season, she only happened to steal tips from the two queens who were queens of color, and she is a white girl.
Not that.
So it
Girl.
gets even worse.
Mm-mm-mm. You see, I need more white on white crime.
Yeah, do it to each other. Bring each other
Don't
down.
don't come for my sisters of color.
Like
Leave them be.
haven't we been through enough with just like all that? Why are we
Honest.
doing it to each other?
And you know what? It is the white queens.
It
I'll say it
always
now.
is.
Any Caucasians listening out there? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Mind your business. It was like it was so bad to a point where like the show was still happening and they were pulling the security footage. They were confronting her, and she still had to do her third number, bitch.
That's such a gag. Being like, you just got caught for a crime, but we booked you for
Yeah.
a job and you're gonna finish that job.
It was very weird because they had the tips in plastic bags, and so the the stage manager, the person who was running the show, they would go back and put the money in the bags and tie them. But they found two girls' bags were untied,
Messy,
and so
messy,
they went
messy.
through the footage and they saw Miss Messica Simpson or whatever her name was. I don't even remember her name. They saw her. So
Mm-mm. See, my thing is, no, I'm not gonna give people ideas, but my thing is, if you're gonna steal, look for a fucking camera.
at least, or like steal from a straight person.
Mhm. That makes me think though, like if you're getting caught like that, girl, good luck stealing something from Walmart. Like there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'd rather you go steal from a huge corporate place like a Walmart or Target.
That's that's what needs to get robbed. Targets, Walmarts. And if they do
Yeah.
get robbed, I did not say that. I did not convince anyone.
I
It's
don't
only
know. I
for-
didn't hear anything.
I
So
didn't hear
many
anything.
robberies. First Shangela, now this.
Oh my God.
Horrible.
When will it end? When?
And the bus is not even still running.
Girl, they're changing that tire right now,
I
bitch.
can't. I always tell this joke where I'm like, yeah, if you don't tip the drag queens, we'll key your car. And if you're poor, we'll key the bus that brought you here.
Bitch, I can't.
It's the
That's
most
so fucking
expensive
funny.
ride. It's $100,000 vehicle, baby. The bus.
Owned by the government, bitch.
Yes. She has a driver, honey.
Oh, a chauffeur, honey.
On that metro, girl, when she takes you to the gig.
See, these girls, they're delusional
Oh,
because they love
girl.
that glamour. They'll say, my chauffeur dropped me off. But that's the kind of delusional I aspire to be.
You know what? As long as that bus driver has her bus driver wig, I'll allow it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the
Every
queen is also wearing the bus driver wig, then mm-mm.
As long as it's not the same bus driver,
She just
you
takes it
know,
off and hands it to her.
like, ah, she's wearing the 613 bus driver. Let me get my 1B. Hold on. Before I get off the
Not the
bus.
one B girl. The Mary J. Blige, no more drama.
For real.
Wait, so how did you get your name?
Oh my God. My name. So funny enough, it was the first name like I settled on. I didn't even think about anything else. I
Good.
remember coming up with it and just being like, that sounds cute. Because I was listening to a Grimes song and
Oh.
I misheard some lyrics because I'm a dumb bitch. And I said, Salem Vee. I was like, that's kind of cunty. But she was saying, C'est la vie, no worries, let the good times roll. And I said,
Oh.
that's kind of really fierce. And so I stuck with it. And Hey, it's brought me luck ever since. And funny enough, my grandmother, my drag grandmother, has a similar name to me. So it's like a Princess Diana situation, you know?
I
And
love
I've been
that.
said her name was Salem Vee.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So it was really close. So I kind of thank her for like my come up because when I was like coming out as a baby queen, everyone was like, "Oh, she's back on the scene." And then they saw me pop on the stage and they were like, "Wait, who the fuck is this?"
They're like, who ordered this twink?
But I was serving so much, they stayed and watched.
Ah, well. At least it wasn't like that you were listening to the Countess Luann's Chic C'est La Vie, because that would have been.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
it was
god.
Grimes.
Grimes is great. I love that song. What? I don't. She has the weirdest music ever.
Hmm. She's been getting into some like weird fairy elf core
Oh,
because of
Jesus.
ever since she made that collab with what Cyberpunk. She's been
Nothing
like,
shocks me.
yeah, it was really crazy. Did you know about that? She made like a full song for a video game.
No.
Yeah, so it was for a video game and it was super cunty. Can't understand a word she's saying. And she's only saying 5 words throughout this whole like 4 minute song.
Of course.
But what else is she supposed to do?
I mean, heaven forbid she sings
Heaven forbid
and
she have
just
another.
writes good music. I mean, her music is good. It's not bad. There's some catchy tunes in her catalog.
She's a good producer. She bomb or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, she makes very unique, interesting sounds with her mouth and whatever else she's using in that room. I don't know. That's her business.
Unique and interesting. Yes.
Yes. Can you believe we've already approached the halfway point?
Is it really halfway?
Yeah, we're already halfway done. Isn't that crazy?
We're halfway there.
There's
Yes.
and I there are so many more things I want to talk to you about. So many fun things I have to ask you. Oh my
Gosh.
gosh. Don't go anywhere, bottoms. We'll be right back with Salem V.
Period.
Period. Hi there, and welcome to this guided meditation. I want you to start with a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. As you continue breathing, I want you to imagine any negative feeling you have as a fruit in the refrigerator. You open the refrigerator, see the fruit, and close the refrigerator. You wait several seconds and reopen the refrigerator, hoping the fruit will be gone, but it's still there. You repeat this process over and over, with each negative feeling, each a different fruit. Each time you reopen the refrigerator, you realize the fruit never left because you never moved it. You just closed the refrigerator and reopened it, expecting to see something different without actually doing any of the work. And then you spiral out of control and realize that the only way for you to find true happiness is to rate and review this podcast. So go ahead, make yourself happy. Give this podcast a 5-star rating and a gorgeous review. Now back to the show. Hello, welcome back. We're here with Arizona's own Salem V,
Hello.
Ariolazona.
Welcome, welcome. I'm back.
You know,
And
I didn't know that there was a time difference.
how wide is the time difference? Like,
It's an hour.
oh,
Just an
really?
hour. Yeah,
Nothing
you're like in the
crazy.
next. Yeah, it's not a big deal.
I was like gonna say, I was like, is this something new? I was like, is California like 4 hours ahead now?
It's gonna be like, I'm calling you from the future.
Oh my God.
Very that.
Very.
Oh my gosh. So we talked a little bit about the drag scene in Arizona. You're part of the foursome review.
I am, yes.
Oh, not the shade button. I meant to do the. That's so shady. Oh my god.
The shade, bitch.
I'm
No,
so
I'm part of
I
the fourth you. It's really fun. It's really cute. Fierce divas, all of them.
fierce divas.
Hmm.
I love that and LA really needs to get on board with this.
Mhm.
From what I know of the Foursome Review, you all
Mhm.
are there every single week. There's a set cast and you have guests, and people
Yes.
go for the show. It's not like a bar where there just happens to be a show happening that people didn't know about.
So like, it's pretty fierce. So yeah, there's a cast of five of us. It's called the Foursome Review. It's really weird. I can explain that in a minute. So there
Okay.
was four. I was like the understudy kind of, like filled
Okay.
in when girls were like sick and whatnot. And one of my girlies on cast, her name's Toothpick. Like a couple years ago, she got into a car accident and broke her fucking leg.
Oh,
So, the diva couldn't twirl, but I could. So I stepped in for her until she healed up. But guess what, bitch? I was so fucking fierce, they couldn't get rid of me.
period.
So the foursome became five.
Great. So is it like a set host every time?
So when we show up, we get backstage, and it's pretty much like a nose ghost situation. Like, who wants to host tonight? Oh, not me, not me. Every now and then, I'll be feeling real puss, and I'm like, step aside, girls. I've got this.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it just depends on how you're feeling, how we're feeling. Yeah, but it's never like you need to host tonight because you haven't hosted in 3 weeks. It's never like that. It's very like we're all fully capable, so just depends on like
Interesting.
what you want to do that night.
See, I prefer to host over anything. I would much rather do that. But a lot of
See,
girls don't.
I like hosting, but I also like buck and twirl the house down when I perform. So I have to do either or. If I'm hosting,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gonna be mid-tempo or like slow so I can breathe after. Or if I'm not hosting, bitch, who gives a fuck if I can breathe after the number? There's money in my hands.
Interesting. So does that mean that whoever hosts, I mean, I would assume they would make more.
So pretty much, to kind of like even out like the balance of it, so we each do three numbers, but whoever's hosting only has to do two unless they're feeling real pussy.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, it's like you have to talk all night, but you don't have to do that last number if you don't want to.
Oh, see,
So
that sounds so fierce. I would love to just do two numbers and host. I hate doing three numbers.
something about that third number can
You
get
know,
exhausting.
girl, two numbers, easy. It's that third 5 minute lip sync that I'm just like, fuck.
For real. No, for real. And I think it's so crazy because foursome in Arizona, from what I know, I believe we're the only show that does like three numbers. Everybody else just does two, but listen, it's because they want so much of us.
Well, they got to keep the people there buying the drinks.
True. It's funny though, because the bar that we're at, our show is actually located at another bar, but some shady shit went down and they kicked us
Oh,
out. So like it was so fierce. Like it was a Nicki Minaj night and I was on top of the world. I was like, "Oh my God, this is everything. This is great. Can't wait to come back tomorrow and Sunday for a cocktail." Bitch, closed, shut down, doors locked. We were
oh
like,
yes.
"What's going on?" The owners just like closed without telling anybody anything. So like if you had like makeup backstage, gone, clothes, gone. But yeah, once that was over, we moved to a new bar closer to like the downtown area in Arizona. And then we were the first drag bar at that bar. And so we had to do three numbers because it we were it was keeping the people's attention. It was keeping them there on that Friday night. And then slowly but surely, drag shows started getting added every single day of the week.
That's amazing. I need LA to do that. It's so
Mhm.
weird here.
Yeah, I know. I see so many of my like LA sisters out there, and I'm like, y'all were on cast for like 2 weeks. What happened?
Yeah, so it's weird because the Abbey really is the only place that has a cast.
Mhm.
Everything else is just kind of like you just wait for them to call you or you hit them up and hope that they give you something. But the pay is not fierce. You're getting like 50, $75.
Girl, boot,
Boot for
boot.
three numbers in the sun.
Yeah.
Boot.
In the sun. Oh, because it's outside. Some
Yeah,
of
a
the
lot of
venues
these
are
venues are
outside.
like, ugh. Yeah.
Jeez, please. Oh my God.
I did a brunch in Palm Springs in the middle of summertime.
No.
Baby. And we had to do four numbers that day because there was a drag race girl on the cast who couldn't make it because she had to go film All Stars.
So you had to fill in for what was supposed to be
Yes.
the number.
There was, and the weird thing is that this last season of All Stars and Dragula Titans filmed at the same time. So one of the
Really?
girls on cast went to Dragula Titans and the other girl went to Drag Race. And so me and the other two, I think there's one other queen, we had to like do extra numbers.
Could you imagine if they asked you, they were like, but you have to do the numbers dressed as the Dragula and
Mm-hmm.
Drag Race contestant?
I mean, I know who the Drag Race girl was, and I feel like that would be hilarious if I had to do a number as her.
Who was it? Would you say? Wait, is it like current All Stars or like?
No, her season already aired.
Oh, okay, okay. So no spoilers then.
No, it won't be a spoiler. Um, it was Naisha.
Oh, oh.
Is that? Am I telling tales out of school? I don't care. I like her. She's really cool. I've met her a couple times. She's very nice.
I haven't had the pleasure of meeting her, but I love, love, love uh the viewing parties, just watching them.
Oh, girl,
It gets my life together. And she don't give a fuck. It's so
she
messy. I
really
live.
doesn't. And I'm very much the same way. So like, anytime I see her, I'm like, oh, somebody who likes to talk shit.
No.
Yes.
I'm like trying to get gigged for like a hosting gig for viewing parties because the older queens when they host, it's like, who's your favorite?
Yeah.
So who do we think's winning? It's never like, girl, those shoes were busted. Y'all like that?
I would
I want
love to do a
like
viewing party.
like no one spills tea.
No, I mean I know me and I very much just love to be like
Hmm.
she didn't have a bra. She didn't have like what was
You're
that
telling me
hairline?
you're telling me she wore a black corset underneath that nude illusion? Mess.
Bye.
Meanwhile, I'm on stage wearing a black corset with with a nude illusion.
Yeah, that's that's the vibe. I would love to do that. Maybe I should. I don't know. These places out here are so shady. I've had people tell me things like, "Yeah, yeah, we're gonna like hit you up for this. We should do this," and then I get left on red, or like weeks later, be like, "Oh, sorry," and I'm like, "You're fake."
Ooh. Yeah, and that's one thing I like about Arizona. It's like everybody here in Phoenix, like even in like the other cities like Flagstaff up north and Tucson down south, we all know each other. It's a really big state, but we all work and like cross each other's paths so often that like bitch, I'm gonna see you eventually. So it's like, what was up with that booking that you never got back to me on? But that doesn't happen
Yeah.
because they know.
Oh, the amount of girls who are like, "Yeah, I need to have you on my show. I need to have." It's like daily. It's a daily thing for me, and I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever. You just tell me a day, whenever," and I just never hear anything.
I would be irritated.
It is
Irritated.
very irritating. So then, when you eventually do get the booking, they try to give you a tip spot, and I'm like, "Fuck off!
You-
Jump off a cliff."
they gag you with the tip spot sometimes.
It happened
That's
to me this week,
God.
and I told the girl, I was like, "I love you as a human. I think you're wonderful, but I will not take. I will not accept this."
Hmm. I
And she was like,
think
"No, I get it. I don't blame you." And I was just like,
I think at a certain point, when you look a certain level of fierceness, you shouldn't be asked for a tip spot.
"No,
Like
like
I like you're out there, hair done, mug done, costume custom, and
stamped, honey."
and you want me to do it for free? No, no.
No.
So like when I'm like casting people on my show, I try to like be very aware of like who they are, what they've done, because I don't know, that's so shady. I remember when I first started, like being asked to do a tip spot, and like you're like, but I've been doing a tip spot for so long. It just like starts to like, am I not getting good enough? Am I not tea?
Yeah.
But it's like, no, these bitches are just broke and don't want to pay you.
They are, or they're pocketing the budget and they just do to
Hmm.
which a lot of girls do here. They'll get like a lump sum from the bar and the bar will say, use this to produce your show. They don't care how you use the money. So you'll have like five or six girls who are all tip spots and you're just the host and you don't even do a number and you just pocket all that money.
Yeah, gag, gag. No, there's one queen here. She kind of she kind of works like that. But I try to stay away from her shows because of that reason. Because she works on like it's like drag show, but like on commission. So it's like she'll give you like posters and stuff to hand out. And
Ew.
if somebody comes with that poster, you get like $5 to your show pay. Like if they're like, oh yeah, this person gave me this. Like, girl, who's doing that? This is not the early 2000s, late 90s. Like, we have phone.
No.
Like,
Mm-mm.
so that's not my tea. I prefer to just get booked, show up, do the damn thing, and entertain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about like promoting. I will post the shit, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
like it'll stay in my story constantly. I'll tell people about it who I know want to come, but like
Yeah,
handing
no,
out flyers.
I'm a promotion girly. But when that shit turns into paper, it's going in the trash. Like it doesn't
Mm-mm.
matter who. You could be sending that to your best friend. You're not going to carry a piece of paper around all night and into the gig. So
No,
your friend can get $5 extra. And like it
it's
does add up.
insane.
I'm sure it does add up if all your friends are coming with that flyer.
Yeah, I'm sure, but like,
But then that
I don't
like
want to
dips
do
into
that.
like territory for new queens who are like trying to find a community. And a lot of baby queens come out into the scene with no friends because they're trying to make friends in the scene. So it's like you're asking this girl who is doing this show to meet her community, and then you're asking her to invite people. Like the math's not math to me.
Yeah, it's such a flawed system, especially here in LA. It's really bad. I mean, we
Mhm.
talk about it all the time on here, and
Mhm.
it's just like the bars have money. They either refuse to give the money to the girls
Yeah.
or they give the money to the host and the host keeps it.
Mm-mm-mm.
So
And
it's
that's why
like
everybody wants to be a host.
that's true, and a majority of these girls who are hosting have no business holding a microphone.
No. Oh my God. The worst thing about a host who can't host is being in the audience with a host who can't host. Bitch,
Yeah.
I'll be on the patio. I'll hear the echoes of whatever nonsense is going on. But like when you lock eyes with somebody who doesn't know how to host, chills, shivers.
Oof. Jail, electric chair. I don't know.
It feels like an electric chair.
It's too much.
hmm
Ugh. Because
Yeah.
it's such an important job, and it affects everyone. Like, if the audience isn't excited and engaged, they're not gonna tip the other girls.
And you unintentionally become the face of the bar or whatever venue you're at for that moment that you're hosting. And
Yeah.
if it's not good, it's not reflecting on the bar good.
Yes. So hosting is. I mean, I used to. I mean, I'm like not a twirling, dancing, splits and dips kind of girl. I always did the funnies, but
Mhm.
because of that, I'm able to host. And I can have a bunch of girls come and do the dips and the flips and the twirls and the bullshit, and I can come do my
Yeah,
stupidity and host, and it like is the perfect little package. It's great.
it's like yin and yang, makes the world go round.
Yes. Yes. So, For Some Review does drag shows that are themed, and I usually hate themed drag shows. But you all do like artists, right? Usually,
Yeah, no. So
you're not like
we
doing
have
Disney.
no. Okay, so funny. Okay, I'm actually doing I'm doing a Disney brunch
Oh, I'm praying for you.
next month. So I'm gonna start the year off correct, honey, with the themed
A
brunch.
Disney. That's another thing. I can't. I can't. I won't.
Yeah, no, but we'll do fierce things like Rihanna versus Nicki Minaj,
Love
Beyonce
that.
versus Taylor Swift, like something that like people are gonna come out and like want to dance to. And like I'm sure like people will dance to like Disney, but that's like a different crowd.
I've said a million times on this podcast, I don't want to see a grown middle aged man in an Elsa wig. I don't want to see
Oh,
it. I'm not interested.
no. You're telling me that's supposed to be a princess? No,
That's someone's uncle. What do you
that's
mean?
that's the hag begging for bread on the corner, for real.
Yeah, I don't want to see a 40-year-old white man dressed as Princess Peach. I'm not
Mm-mm.
interested. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of 40-year-old men dressed like little girls,
Drag queen.
The Foursome Review is actually doing a Mean Girls themed show.
That okay, that's
Yeah.
fierce.
What is it? I think the producers or someone involved with like the rollout of the movie gave us like two free tickets to give away. So it's gonna be like a whole like
Aw.
Mean Girls Lollapalooza. It's gonna be fierce.
That is great. See, there are
I'm
themes that I accept.
yeah, like I'm cutting holes into my tank top as we speak.
Amazing. See that to me is awesome. And you
Mhm.
can kind of like tell the story. It's
Yeah.
fierce. Yeah, but like today we're doing Harry Potter.
Girl. The amount of I saw one really fierce Harry Potter number, but it was just one.
Was
The
it
other one,
it was it like the Voldemort? Do you know the
it
queen who does the
was.
Voldemort?
Yes, I do know the queen that does the Voldemort.
I thought that
What?
was fierce.
So I know there's the original queen who did the Voldemort.
Florida man.
Yes, Florida Man. And then after that, there was like a plethora of other queens doing the same
Oh,
thing.
of course.
Oh, oh, like, can can Florida Man not enjoy this? Can this not be for them for just a little bit, for a
Well,
year even?
heaven forbid they show any sign of creativity.
That is tea. That is tea. Which is also
Just
which is also
dragging everyone.
which is also why some of these theme shows will get the girls together. They'll be
Oof.
like, yeah, I'm Kim Possible. And it's like a black bra with like some brown harem pants and a red pussycat. Like a red pussycat? No. Kim has bundles, baby. You're reaching.
Yeah.
You got the color you
Baby,
got the color story right.
you're not even Kim Passable. You need to fucking chill.
Bitch, Kim Passable.
How about a pass on that, bitch? No.
Or boot next.
Ugh,
But yeah,
I
no.
can't.
Theme shows. There's a lot of theme shows, right? There's actually an epidemic, I feel, in drag with themed shows.
It's
And
too much.
it's because of brunches. It's because of the brunch epidemic. Nobody can
Yeah.
just get drunk. They need something that they're like familiar with while they're eating so they can pay attention. It's crazy.
Didn't Hamburger Mary's invent drag brunch?
Did they?
Is it their fault?
I will blame them.
Yeah. I need to get Jules Long Beach on the podcast. She'll tell me. She'll know.
But here's the thing though, some of these brunches aren't even brunches. Like you're telling me I'm getting gigged at 9 a.m. That's breakfast.
Baby, it's still the night before for some of us.
If McDonald's is still serving their breakfast, it's not brunch.
Oh, yeah. Every time I do a brunch, I have that moment where you get up and you're like about to start your makeup and you're like, okay.
I'm like, is this the day I call out of a gig?
Every time I'm like, is this the end?
Mhm.
And then
And
I
then
say, no, you get to do this.
cut to putting my lashes on. Just, all right, let's get it, girl.
Yeah. But then when I get there and I get the microphone in my hand and I'm like hanging out and like kikiing with the crowd, it makes it worth it.
It's just having to wake up and get yourself ready. Like, if you could just
Yeah.
hop into bed in your pajamas and start hosting the brunch, oh, bitch, that
Well,
is the gig. That's the tea.
my friends of mine who do stand up, I'm always like, fuck you bitches. You can show up in a jeans and a t-shirt and tell jokes. I got to dress up like this and tell the jokes.
For real. They stand-up comedians are literally drag hosts out of drag.
Yeah. I got booked to do stand up at a private like a holiday event and I was just like, ugh, I got to get into drag to show up to
Mhm.
this event at 7 p.m. on a weekday in LA.
Holiday drag.
It was, yeah, it was a choice. But I mean, I guess that sets us apart. I tell myself.
Yeah. The they're survivors from the people that are barely getting by, you know?
Yes. Oh my God, speaking of themed drag shows, you got to do
Mhm.
the drag bus?
Yes. Oh my God. I was gonna talk about this when you were talking about how hot it is while performing like three numbers.
Yeah. I have
So
several questions. What is that about?
So the drag bus pretty much is it's me and a group of six other queens around Phoenix, Arizona. And we book parties, whether it be birthdays, bachelorettes, or if you just want to have a good time with some drag queens on a bus. We go around like town for about 2 hours with like a break in between. And we during the break, it's at a bar and we get shots with everyone. So, get them on their feet, get them more drunk for part two. But yeah, we just play games, do some numbers, and it's really fierce. But in the summertime, if the bus is AC goes out,
Oh no.
it's over for everyone. It is over for everyone. Like the drunk divas on the bus that are partying, they're pretending like they're having fun because the alcohol is making them so drunk that they can't feel the heat. And the queens
Girl.
are melting. But you know what? It's a fierce, fierce gig. The amount of people that I've met on that bus and have actually had like genuine conversations, I'm like, I didn't know I was going to leave with a new best friend. These girls
You
get drunk
know.
and they put their whole trust in you.
Yeah. I have a weakness for like attractive men
Hmm.
who like come up to me and they're like, "Oh my god, you're so perfect. You're so stunning." And then I'm like, "Wait, but like you don't you don't want to fuck me or
You said, hold on.
I need
So,
to
no
reset
head?
expectations here." So no head. You know that
Ah,
video where
yeah, bitch. Just
Wait,
break
so
whatever
no
you
head?
have in your hand. Instead of
Yeah.
a skateboard, it'll be a Tito's bottle.
Yeah. It is truly an epidemic. I had a person who I had been like flirting with on my
Hmm.
like my boy Instagram, which I know you
Hmm.
know a thing or two about.
Yes, I do. I've
So,
seen.
um, and he randomly followed my drag page, and I was like, "What is
So,
this? What
come
is
on now.
happening?" And so I DM him from the drag page, and I'm like, "So you found me?" And he's like, "Yeah, my friend told me about this night at this certain club, and I recognized you, and so I'm gonna go." And I was just like, okay, cool. And in my mind, I'm like, great, this person's coming to my show, but like, they're never gonna see me the same way again.
But the gag is, he
The
fully
gag.
clocked you. He fully clocked you. He said, "You look familiar."
Nope. The gag is, I met him and I said hello, and then the photographer that night asked for a picture, and I'm gonna show you the picture of us right now.
Yes.
Look,
Oh my gosh. You look like
I,
you're about to get married.
it's just like it's so awkward.
It's very, what is it? Oh my God. It's the Avril Lavigne meet and greets. It's very,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
stands
very
close
like
to my heart.
okay. Because I just went out to say hi because
Yeah.
I'm a nice person and they are very friendly.
Hmm.
But also when I tell you like just you know, I'm
I
not gonna
get it.
say it, but you know,
I know.
the girls who know
I feel the
know.
telepathic waves for sure.
Yes. But now I'm like, great. I appreciate that you came to see the diva, but all hope I had is now gone. But like, look,
So handsome.
I know, so beautiful, so tall too, like
It's so
juicy.
crazy because there's either people that will see you in drag and they will get even more hornier, or they see you in drag and they just don't look at your whole pics the same way.
Yeah, they clock the sequin.
Mm. They look at your hole and they're like, "Mm, but a tuck it up goes through
Oh
that
my
crack."
god, they know, they know. I took a thirst trap in my tuck it up,
Uh-huh.
and it was like from the back. This was the same night that I told you about, where I was standing in front of the fan.
Yeah.
Actually, that was also the same night that this person came. It was a very
So this
weird
is
night.
just a night full of events.
Everything happened that night. And I took the thirst trap and I immediately started sending it to people on like Grinder and stuff just because,
Uh-huh.
adding it to my album so they get the notification that there's a new photo.
What's a girl to
And
do?
and I zoom in on the picture and I forgot to crop out my face. So, I mean, nobody's noticed, but you could fully see that I'm wearing a lash.
Not the from the side, huh?
Look, you could see the lash. There it is.
They fully think you're just like Manny and you
Literally,
with
they're like,
something. I live, bitch. And then just
lash,
the
lash.
cuntiest lash you've ever seen.
In my tuck it up.
It's fierce though.
It is very fierce. I
You know
can't.
what? That's a good thing though. That means they're not focusing on the lash. They're
I'm just
focusing
waiting
on
for
that
it.
ass.
I'm waiting to see which of these twinks is gonna be like, gorgeous at a lash.
They said not the 301 diva.
Is that a 301 double stack? Oh my gosh.
You said actually it's a custom Ardell with full individual
Mm,
extensions for
not
length
all
and
of us
duration.
need that. Some of us can just wear an Ardell wispy.
Honestly, you let it flutter in the wind,
Yeah,
bitch.
an invisible lash. Oh
There was
my
a moment
gosh.
I was going through like a really a really awful lash phase. I was wearing lashes that were too big. Then I
Oh.
was like, you know what? I only need like the ends of my lashes for like that cat eye. So I cut my lashes in half so that they were like this big. Like I looked crazy from the side. And then it got to a point where I was like wearing no lashes at one point because I thought I was just so pussy cunt.
Mm.
Let me tell you, I was not.
We all go through that phase. I went through my soft beat, no padding phase.
But I started off drag with no pads, and I was like, "Bitch, I am the new wave. They've never
Oh, you could
something
not
like me."
tell me I was not Jayro with my shaved, oiled up legs and pumps and little
I said,
dresses.
"If you had my love, please."
Baby, my love don't cost a thing. Pay me in exposure and drink tickets.
Exposure and tip spots,
Girl.
honey.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I about the drag bus.
Yes.
You did a drag bus with Whitney Rose?
I did. So that was like a special drag bus event. So we weren't on a bus. Traveled we traveled with the bus, but we dropped off and at the event. And oh my God. When I tell you, she is so beautiful in person.
Oh
Like
yeah.
this is gonna sound so weird, but her forehead, the smoothest forehead I've ever seen. Not a wrinkle,
Mm,
not a pore. I was like, oh my God, because my eye level was her forehead, so it was all I could see.
I love
And when I looked
her.
down, and I didn't want to look down because her bazongas were out. So I was trying to be polite and not stare at the boobs, but the boobs were sitting. Like she was the glamazon. She looked just like Barbie in a hot pink mini dress. And I don't know who did her hair, but it was like she was fully queened out. She was ready
She's
to
so
queen.
fierce. Do
She
you watch
is.
The Housewives?
See, here's the thing.
Oh, okay, here we go.
I used to watch Housewives like crazy until it got to a point where it was like all I could think about. It was all I was waiting for.
Oh, same.
It became like my whole personality. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, like this is like when baby queens, all they know is drag race.
Oh, yeah. At me, drag me,
Period.
is me, it me, because all the seasons are airing right now, and I'm just like every day of the week, I'm like, who's out? Who? What am I seeing? What's
I
going on
know.
today?
I'm like trying to keep track. I fully have a dartboard with red yarn, fully connecting each queen to their corresponding
Mm.
franchise, when they went out, what they won. No, I could not do that. Have
Oh my
you would
gosh.
I see videos online of people doing like deep dives with like the red yarn and everything, connecting like the characters together. And I really need someone to do a deep dive on a drag race season.
Huh. I just started watching the supercuts of it's like a 15-20 minute supercut of all the best moments of each season. Those are
50,
really great.
that is so crazy. You
It's
think
the
about
entire
that?
season.
It's like they filmed for 2 months and their best
Yeah.
moments got cut down to 15 minutes.
It's so great. It's like all the funniest moments from the entire season in order. So I watched like seasons 12 through 15 on
And
YouTube.
everything fully came just jogging back to you, didn't it?
It was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I
It
would
was like
watch it
Spark
again.
Notes, pretty much.
It's just like all the funniest bits from every episode. It's great.
So fierce. You know what's so funny? I haven't been watching Dragula but I've been keeping up with it because I've been watching. There's someone, oh my God, I wish I knew their name, but there's somebody on YouTube who does like kind of like Lee Dawson with the drag race edits.
Oh, I love Lee Dawson.
They do it with Dragula, and that is solely how I've been keeping up with the season.
Same. I don't want to pay, so I just listen to like Meatball talk about it or like the
It's
IMHO girls.
Yeah, for real. It's either watch through a review show, watch through the clip show, or take your ass out and go to a viewing party. And
Yeah.
I'm too lazy for a viewing party.
I have the biggest crush on Orgotic from this season.
Yeah.
I am just like a puddle whenever like I see a post from them, and Orgotic liked my comments on their most recent post. So like, it's getting pretty
Instantly
serious.
nutted
Yeah,
when you
just
saw that
squirting,
notification.
just juices everywhere. I got the wet floor sign ready next time I see a post. Yeah.
Because it will be needed.
Also, I'm pretty sure that Orgotic and Neo Huru are like dating.
See, I've been seeing that everywhere, but
Maybe.
there's like no confirmation and they don't post anything together on
Mm-mm.
Instagram.
Not that they owe us anything, but it's cute,
They should
and I want to
they
know.
should they should know as queer people themselves. We're all nosy and we all want to
Yeah.
see.
I met Neo at on New Year's Eve this past year, and we had a great time.
I've heard she is just so lovely to work with. Is this true?
Yeah, yeah. So I did a New Year's Eve party, and it was me, Abora, Pickle, Amber Crane, like a bunch of like the LA girls,
Yeah.
and Amy from Sugar Pill was there,
Love her.
and she brought Neo with her because they're like really good friends, and they're all friends with Abora. So we were
Mhm.
all just in the dressing room kikiing all night, and it was like a sober event, so we were just like living.
Yeah.
But Neo was very sweet. And she's just like gorgeous and funny and just pleasant. They're all very nice. Everybody was great.
She was recently in Arizona and I was like, anytime I feel so bad for like these like drag artists who come to Arizona and are fully unprepared because it gets so hot.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember Gottmik and Violet going on their like tour
Oh
together?
yeah, that
So
tour.
their first stop was the Foursome Review, and it was like a whole like test run. And it was because Gottmik's parents live here, so they wanted to do a
Oh.
show, for a show for their parents. It was super cute, but the divas were not ready for the heat that hit them, and it was so crazy. I think they even talk about it on a No Gorge. Like Gottmik was fully like throwing up because the heat
Oh.
fucked them up. Yeah.
Oh, I love Got Mick.
I love Gottmik too. So just seeing them just clench their stomach and just slowly walk to the side door, I was like, oh, poor baby. But
Oh, it
you look
makes me
so fierce
sad.
doing it. Yeah.
I really like Got Mick, and I hope Violet was okay. So,
Violet
um,
was
anyway,
she was something. She
great.
definitely made an impact that I will not forget.
I've seen her make several an impact at a party that she didn't know she was clocked at. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
her. Yeah, I've seen her in her element as a boy, and it's not cute.
No,
That
it's
bitch is
worth.
not nice.
Ah!
Just mean, just nasty, bitchy white
Well,
twink. Ugh.
hey, listen, it's her brand.
It's the
She's
brand,
living up to it.
and when she's in drag being cunty on camera, I live for it. So,
Could
but
you imagine if she like every day she just goes home, just locks the door and is just like, oh, I can finally be a good person. And she just starts watering her plants, is
oh
like
my gosh,
meeting posts of aspiration.
I would love that. Oh my god, can you believe we've approached the end of the program?
Gag a Trondra.
Whoa. Will you tell the people of the internet where they can find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at Salem V or Salem.v. I'm too lazy to figure out which one's which, so you're just gonna have to put the dot in there and test it all out. But
I will put
easy,
it in the thing so they can click it.
period. Okay, it will be there then. And you can also, if you live in Arizona, you can catch me every single Friday at the Foursome Review, bucking and twirling with the fiercest divas in town.
Yes. Follow her. Click all the
Yeah,
links in the description. I'll put all the links down below so they don't have to like do much searching in case they
you're
don't,
good.
you know.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
lazy
no,
bitch too.
yeah, I'll put it all down there. You all can follow the podcast at Hey Girl Pod on Instagram. You can follow me at Jordan Jayro everywhere. That's JordanJayro. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube now. All the podcasts are going to YouTube. YouTube is the way. And don't forget, you can call me and leave me a voicemail at 424-431-1456. And those voicemails will be revealed in very future episodes. Please don't forget to rate and review the podcast everywhere. Give me 5 stars and write something nice. Actually, don't even write something nice. Just write something or just give me 5 stars. I don't really care. I just need the algorithm to know that you see me. I'm not really interested if you like what you see. I don't care. Yay! We did
Period.
it. Yes. Follow us both everywhere. Thank you so much, Miss Salem, for taking time to chat with the girl.
Thank you so much for having me, Diva. I had so much fun. It was an absolute pleasure.
Yes. Next time you're in LA, I'll come find you.
I will find you.
Good luck. Oh my gosh, I want to come to Arizona soon, so
Uh,
maybe I'll come find you.
you, bitch, yes. And when you do, let me know because I'll get the girl gigged up.
I will gladly come and just spend a weekend and just work the entire time. I don't care.
Period. That honestly, that's what so many girls do out of state, and it's really fierce.
It is. If I do, I know somebody who will let me sleep on their couch.
You
I'll
know me,
figure that out. Oh,
bitch.
that's true. She's like, I don't have a home. I have a box, but you could sleep in it.
Yeah, I'll rip off a little piece of cardboard for you.
I love that. Well, who knows? Anything can happen. My nipple could just stay out. Maybe, girl. This tank is so stupid. All right. Thank you so much for chatting with me. I appreciate you, and I thank you all so much for listening. And until next time, have a fabulous life. Bye bye.
Ah, period, bitch.